Hi guys and welcome back. In this video we're going to learn about the else keyword that we've used previously with if statements, but now we're going to use it with a loop. Let's look at this code that you saw in the last video. We've got our cars, which is a list of strings. It contains multiple OK strings and then a faulty one. Then we've got a for loop where we iterate for status in cars. And then if the status is faulty, we're going to print stopping the production line, or we're going to break. So in this case, when we encountered the break keyword, we completely terminate the loop. Then if it wasn't faulty, we're going to print that this car is okay, and we're going to ship it away to the customer. Imagine you wanted to print something out if all of the cars were shipped successfully. Because at the moment, you're going to print something out when you find a faulty one. But you can't print something out when there are no faulty ones. A naive approach, something that a new programmer might do, might say all successful is true. And then if a car status is faulty, then you set it to false. All successful is false, because clearly one of them was faulty. So you set all successful to false, and now after the loop, you can say if all successful, then print all cars built successfully. No faulty cars. This would be a naive approach, or an approach that involves a lot of coding in order to not use something that's already built into the language. What we do here is we set a variable to true, and then only when we encounter a problem do we set it to false, then we break, and then after the loop, if they were all successful, i.e. we did not break, we did not encounter a faulty car, then we print that they were all built successfully. But actually, the loops in Python already come with something like this. There is a way to run a piece of code if the loop did not encounter a break. And that is actually the else keyword that we've seen before. Now we've got the for loop, then the for loop body, and then this else statement directly in the same indentation level as the for loop, which tells Python that they are related. Remember, it's the same thing for if statements, but now the else is in the same line as the for loop. And what this means in Python is that if the loop completely ran through all of the elements without encountering a break or an error, then we run this code here. That's what it means. So we no longer need this variable here. We can just do this, and you'll see that nothing gets printed out. All cars built successfully, no faulty cars, does not appear because we stopped the production line halfway through. But if we remove the faulty, then you'll see that all cars were built successfully, no faulty cars. So the else keyword can actually be applied to loops, both the for loop and the while loop, and it means that this code here will run if the loop runs to completion, i.e. there are no breaks and no errors. This is actually something that not a lot of people know, that you can use the else keyword on loops, but it can save you quite a few lines of code, and it can make your code a bit easier to read as well. So I hope you've learned something in this video. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.